Grâce à elle, on croyait que les pouvoirs de Is dureraient une éternité. Mais soudain, un désastre frappa Is. Beaucoup de monstres démoniques sont apparus et ont commencé à envahir Is. Les forces diaboliques ont tout fait de ravager la terre, mais tous les habitants sont sauvés dans le temple de Salomon. On aurait dit la fin du monde. C'est alors la perle noire qui sauva Is de la ruine, car elle souleva les temples dans les airs. Mais, aussitôt après ces soulagements fugitifs, les démons ont construit une autre tour, et une nuée de monstres sont partis en direction du sanctuaire. Is menaçait de tomber. Pire encore, un événement imprévu arriva dans le temple de Salomon. Quelle histoire! Les déesses jumelles, les descendantes de Is, ont toutes disparu. Dans une situation désespérée, les 600 ont pris une résolution. Pour constituer une équipe de recherche, ils ont organisé une sélection parmi des chevaliers et des sorciers. Enfin, les 100, ils envahiront à la terre dévastée.
Hello. Good morning. Ignore me. Hello. Good evening. Konbanwa. And how's it going for you? I hope you have been having a good day so far. For me, it's actually been quite a good day for me. So, today I tried my homemade ice cream and well a little work is needed. I must say it ends up going quite well regardless. Everything considered with it being my first time and all. If you want in what I used for my ice cream, so some vanilla, some dates, some raisin, some ginger, and also some walnuts. Which actually did make for a really tasty ice cream indeed. Anyway, so the weekend is soon upon us. So I hope you've been having a good week so far. For me, it's actually been a good week. Especially since my V2 deficit is finally done. And also, yesterday I returned to Final Fantasy XIV. And boy did I miss it. And also, since the weekend is soon upon us, do you have any plans for the weekend? For me, well, my relatives are visiting, so I probably will be spending the weekend with them, and I might actually cancel my weekend stream because of that. But that we will see later. Anyway, so today we're gonna keep going with Ace Attorney investigations. But before we do that, since it's a Friday, you're probably wondering what we're gonna be thinking today. Well, I tell you, just give me a little bit. Hang on. Just give me a little bit. So we're gonna be having Smin of Isotopal Black, a cocktail with the taste of Guyana. Let's see how that will taste like. Just give me a bit. And let me see how it tastes like. Okay, it's really tasty indeed. And I'm gonna be mixing it with Faxeconti, a soft drink with okay, it doesn't say in particular what kind of taste it is. So let's see. Oops. I accidentally used a bit too much support step, but that's fine. Okay, yeah, it is quite tasty. And let's see how it will taste like if I mix them up. Let's see how. but mix them up. How will it taste, right? Now, let's see how. Okay, it really goes hand in hand här. It like enhance the flavor. Anyway, so today I'm 87% pony and I'm also 87% delicious. Anyway, I can't really think of anything else to talk about here, so I'm just gonna launch the game quickly. So, last time at a Satone investigation, so did we continue with episode 2 of Miles Edgeworth, and we also that we learned that this case was actually bigger than we thought, because the Interpol was involved and it was initially only a smuggling case, but someone that's connected to the smuggler ended up killing the Interpol. So we now trying to figure out who that killer is, because whoever the killer is, they are also connected to the smuggling cycle. So let's get to gaming then. So I'll just be doing that, this, that, and then here we go. So let's get to the gaming then, and let's continue with episode 2. So here we go. So hold it. And by all honesty, I'm actually starting to think that Millie is the murderer here. She seems like the most likely culprit. Must well, 3:35 p.m. Flight G390, Lovetek cargo hold. Mrs. Millie, wake up please. Mrs. Millie! Morning to you. Oh. Do you recall what you said earlier? About when you answered some Soviet calls as we were departing from St. Far? I take it you don't. You say that Mr. Hicks was sitting in his seat at that time. We know are starting to have overthoughts about, because I'm starting to think that you was lying about that. However, that is simply not possible because Mr. Hicks was dead long before we ever thought the town in St. Far. Mrs. Kami Millie. I didn't see what I thought I did. You really think I'm gonna end it at that? Because I won't. No one could make a mistake so lost, Mrs. Millie. But I make that kind of boo-boo all the time. Okay. How are you not fired? Alright. But then again, you dating the captain here. I bet that's the only reason you haven't been fired yet. This is going nowhere. There must be a better way of resolving this contradiction. Very well, Mr. Smiley. If you please, tell me about your alibi during the time span. From just before we were to land at 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. when the body was found. Tell me I'm a suspect, Mr. Edgeworth. Take it as you might. Mr. Smiley's alibi. Oh, yeah. From 3 to 4, I was in the flight attendant's room, all by my lonesome self. Yeah. I would appreciate it if you didn't doze off while giving your testimony. At the flight to 6, I was in the flight attendant's room, all by my lonesome self. So basically, there was no witnesses with you during that time. And honestly, that could be the worst testimony I've ever seen. How is a man supposed to react to a testimony like that? Mr. Smiley, wake up! I said wake up, not fall asleep. She fell asleep again. It looks like the only way I'm going to be able to wake her up is by pressing her. Yeah, this was used. Anyway, Mr. Smiley's alibi. Yeah. Please. Don't sleep. Hold it! Mr. Smiley, wake up! I'm awake. Miles Edgeworth, I demanded you do something about this flight attendant this instant. You can see that I'm dying, yeah? Why ask me to wake her when you can finally put that beep to an appropriate use? Yeah, I bet that's gonna wake her up for sure. From 3 to 4, I was in the flight attendant's room, all by my lonesome self. So basically, nobody can view it then. So hold it. If I remember correctly, food was being sold in first class and alone between the hours of 3 and 4 a.m. Yeah, but that kind of stores run by Mr. Jochira. I thought it's something that all available ones do. Then what were you doing in the attendance room at that time? Eating and then having a most delicious dream? You mean you were neglecting your duties? Honestly, fire high already? No way. Sleeping's part of our job too, you know. Well, sleeping too much isn't part of the job. And honestly, you sleep more than you actually permitted. Yeah. Hold it! Wake up! Mr. Smealy, how many times do I have to repeat myself? Wake up! I'm awake. Uh-oh. Yes! What did you whip me for, sir? Every fucking time. What did I miss? A poor detective been on the receiving end of a loss in your state. Really? Sorry about that. You can make amends for that by continuing with your testimony. And from 5 to 6, I was in the flight attendant's room, all by my lonesome self. You're not gonna tell me that you were still sleeping, are you? Are you? Hold it! So you were alone the entire time, were you? Yeah. No one else even popped their head in to say hi. Oh. Well, I think a contradiction used to pop in to say hi. Yeah, it is actually certainly interesting when I think about it. But I do it later. Maybe not yet. She hasn't exactly given me most to object to yet, after all. Oh, what did I miss? Finally awake, are we? What do you mean? I've been awake this whole time. Yes, so... Oh, it's alright if you were sleeping, pal. No, it's not. Pay no mind to the scruffy detective beside you and wake up. Yo! Hurry up and wake up, Mr. Smealy. Well, this time you had it coming for encouraging her. Enough with the clowning around. This is my show, and I will solve the contradictions as I see fit. And I know exactly what I want to go for. So I'm gonna be a start again, and this time I'm gonna use an objection. Mr. Billy, there is a clear contradiction embedded in your testimony. What are you talking about? Well, what you said now and what you said earlier contradict each other. It's not possible that you were alone in the attendance room the whole time from 5 to 6. Yeah, because of your testimony, huh? So, take that! Now take a look at this eye-opening piece of evidence. Please pay attention! Mrs. Bailey, I need you to wake up and take a look at this. Enough of your foolishness! Now hurry up and show us the real evidence. Are you still? I guess. Huh? Okay. Okay, that surprised me. How was that not correct? How was that wrong? Okay, how exactly was that wrong? Well then, let's see what I can figure out then. Well, if that's the case then, let me see. Was the other reasoning then, if not this? Let me see. Let me think. Well, if it's not that one, then is it this one? Oh yeah, I see no. So take that! I was focusing on the wrong thing here. I wonder if you would be so kind as to take a look at this receipt, Mr. Smiley. Huh? I received? For what? It's for the suitcase Mr. Stenario brought. Now, if I might direct your attention to the timestamp, as you can see, it clearly says 5:40 a.m. Mr. Stenario? Yes. Huh? Why is the killer here? I thought you'd have her locked up by now. Well, because she is innocent, I requested that she be present as a witness so that we might straighten out your complex lie. Yeah, I'm on to you, Millie. Now then, Mr. Stenario, between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m. You took a trip from a first-class dorm to the first-floor in-flight stop, correct? Yes, I went to the shop to buy a suitcase. After this, I went straight to the attendant's room to drop it off. And didn't see Mr. Military at that time? No. No, that's interesting. So Mrs. Mealy, where were you really between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m.? You're not getting off this by sleeping. Mr. Scummy Millie! Oh, the bathroom. I'll be the one to ask the questions here. Yeah, maybe that's it. I probably use Mr. not the girls, you know. That sounds... Do you take me for a fool? That's a little too convenient to be true. Oh, but it's the truth. Cross my heart. I don't have enough conclusive proof to counter-argue her at this stage. Yeah, it is certainly hard to prove you wrong right now. You don't believe me, do you? But please, won't you give me a chance and hold me out? Well, if you wanna keep speaking, then by all means. Reason for suspicion? Look, I know you suspect me because I'm one of the gang. But you think that maybe you should also suspect Mr. Yuta too? Oh, don't worry, she's not completely off the list. She's the one in charge of the elevator keycard and the shop, you know? If you ask me, that makes her super suspicious. You know, that was a very bad testimony. All you was trying to do was basically paint her black. And I'm not gonna fall for that. Please leave Mr. Centenario out of the conversation. Only you are on the suspicion for now. I don't get it. Why are you going for Mr. Yuta all of a sudden? I'm doing it for a good reason. Oh, now I get it. Maybe you will got your eye on Mr. Yuta. Yeah, you can throw that idea of yours into the trash can. Of course I'm keeping an eye on her. I can't really let her escape, can I? Never mind. But Edward. Millie didn't mean it in that kind of way. But anyway, never mind. But you wanna know something? Mr. Suda actually kinda I have absolutely no interest in people who can't appreciate my sense of the style. Now's not the time for this sort of talk. Anyway, my turn then. Look, I know you suspect me because I'm one of the camp. Exactly. So hold it. No, it's not the only reason I have for suspecting you. Your statements regarding Mr. Hicks also turned out to be a bunch of lies. But say I wasn't an attendant. You want to suspect me then, would you? Well, things would be completely different then if that's the case. So in this case, I wouldn't. But that's besides the point. Yes, I suppose that's still enough. Hang on, I need to refill my teeth. Okay, I misclicked that, but I was gonna do that anyway. Just give me a little bit. Just filling up här. Okay, there we go. I got that filled up now. You think that maybe you should also suspect Mr. Suda too? Well, I mean, she's still among the list of suspects, so hold it! She's already been detained for further questioning. Or have you already forgotten? Oh, yeah, cause I just forgot. Kami, don't tell me you suspect me too. Sorry, can't help it. I mean, other than you, there's no one else who could return it. I can't believe you would think that. I mean, me? A killer? Mr. Smiley, what did you mean you used to know by no one else who could return it? Yeah, that certainly raises questions. She's the one in charge of the elevator key guard and the shop, you know. Yeah, that much I know, so hold it. And what are you in charge of, Mr. Smiley? I take care of the attendance soon. So basically nothing? So basically, you're not in charge of anything. I swear. You gotta be the most useless attendant I've ever seen. You're somehow more useless than Komsu. And that's saying a lot. That doesn't count. Oh, but I spent so much time in there. It might as well be my responsibility. It isn't. Mr. Edgeworth, Kami is very talented in languages. Oh, she is? Oh yeah, I do remember you did ask her to translate. Actually, I remember that. So she assists passengers who might not speak English. So that's the kind of job she have a translator. Especially those who speak Bulgarian. She's the only one on this flight who is fluent. Oh, you mean that kind of what am I in charge of? No, you mean that kind of what am I in charge of? Well, yeah, that does indeed count too. So if that's the case, I'm satisfied. Why didn't you say so in the first place? I thought it would be self-explanatory. What else could I have been? Yes, I'm really good at Bulgarian. She's fluent in Bulgarian. Hang on, doesn't that mean that she would be able to read this? Then I suppose you're in charge of processing documents in Bulgarian. Yeah, I take care of anything that has to do with Bulgarian. Very interesting. I do believe I should dig deeper into this. If you ask me, that makes her super suspicious. You're also super suspicious. So hold it. Actually, your behavior makes you super suspicious in my eyes. But why? When Mr. Stanley is busy with the passengers and all of her other duties, you have a lot of free time on your hands, thus providing you with ample time to commit the crime. Miles Edgeworth, I demand that you kiss and desist in this line of conjectural questioning. Okay, fine. I would allow you to bluff your way through this like a certain defense lawyer. Yeah, let's not do it like right. But I do not honestly believe Mr. Billy does any actual work about this flight. Oh, that's not you, Mr. Edgeworth. Out of. Well. All I'm in charge of are the attendance room and some Bulgarian stuff. I'm gonna dig deeper into this in a bit, but hold it! So what exactly do you do as the one in charge of some Bulgarian stuff? I do stuff like translating from and into Bulgarian. Tommy is the only member of the club who understands Bulgarian, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Smitty, I take it then that it is your job to process all the Bulgarian paperwork. Yeah, Steve, I do totally pull my weight around her. So you do actually have some use then. So it won't appear. Perhaps I should ask her for a few more details about her work and Mrs. Billy. It's very unladylike to put suspicion onto someone else. That's not what I'm doing at all. I will state that Mr. Snuta is very sus. And that's exactly what we're talking about. There you go, putting everything onto her again. I don't get what you're saying. It must be a really abstract concept, huh? Man. The only thing abstract has is the landscape inside your head. Anyway. Anyway, I do know what I'm gonna go for. So let's focus on this statement. And then I do want you to see this certificate, so objection! So you are the only one in this flight camp that speaks Bulgarian. Is that correct? Oh, yeah, I guess so. I studied abroad in Bulgaria for a while. If that is the case, then the signature on this document belongs to you, doesn't it? Let me take a little. It's hard to see, huh? This is a falsified piece of documentation with only one purpose. To lead anyone who needed to believe that Mr. LaPlanque's statue was loaded in air, which it wasn't. The only person who could be either prepared or possess this document in Bulgarian is you. Is you, Mr. Mealy. Without your participation, the smuggling of the Aleph yet could not have occurred. Falling asleep again. Don't sleep when I'm pointing my finger at you. Okay, suddenly you have a more serious look, huh? Oh, I wasn't dream of falling asleep on you, Mr. Edgeworth. She certainly thinks it is exactly as you say. Are you confessing to having participated in the smuggling? No, far from it. It's still not that I was the one who signed off on that document. But you can use that fact alone to make your allegation of smuggling stick. There is no direct correlation after all. All you have is my signature on a piece of paper. Okay, all of a sudden she has become sober. Really? All you did was sign it? I neglected to check if the cargo had been loaded onto the plane properly. So, sorry about that. Is that really true? It seems that she's finally woken up. This is going to be one tough fight. Yeah, now that she's awake, she's actually a ball of a loaded sober. supposed. And this is just a supposition. Even if I was involved in the smuggling, you can't throw the sauce of murder on me, just like that. Why not? Anyway, an art break is coming up now, so we're gonna go be right back, and I see you in 3 minutes.
きっと大丈夫です。裁きの時です、トガ人よ。
深い悲しみの中でも希望が遠く思えても紡ぐ絆は始まり僕らまだ飛べるさ行こう
Okay, I'm back now, so let's keep going here. If you were involved in the smuggling, you won't have a strong motive to kill. I can hit was in the middle of an investigation. He caught in a smuggling ring. And just when he was about to close in, he's killed by a member of that ring. Well, did you ever stop to think that maybe Yuta is the smuggling ring member? We can safely rule that out since she doesn't know Boginian. After all, unlike me, Yuta has access to many things on this plane for work purposes. That still means nothing because she doesn't even know Boginian. So perhaps there is some element of a setup at play in this case. What are you talking about? You seem to have missed something important here. Don't worry, I wasn't talking about you. I meant the killer. First, it was myself, and now it's Mr. Stenario who is under the microscope. It seems to me that our killer is going to create lengths to pin this crime on anyone they can. You have no proof that Yuta is being set up, or that she isn't. So you say? Actually, I believe that she was indeed the intended target from the very beginning. I believe that the plan was to push all of the blame for the crime onto her, and I only happen to be there. And this evidence will fuel my suspicions. This proves that the killer was out to betray Mr. Stenario from the beginning. Yeah. Let's see. Before I do anything, I'm gonna need... Let's see. Yeah, I'm getting the feeling that it's the piggy bank. So, if I'm right, take that! This piece of evidence will answer all of our questions. Okay, I was wrong. Are you sleepy certain of something, Mr. Edgeworth? No, as you can plainly see, I am wide awake. Then I'm afraid you failed. You were making so little sense that I thought maybe you were asleep. Talk about a Dr. Sleepy, Mr. Hyde SQ, transformation. We're gonna need to think here. Is this it? But when that wasn't there a piece of evidence that still unaccounted for? I need to stay calm think carefully and then present the condemning evidence. If that's not it, then I believe this is it. So take that! The killer could have hidden the body anywhere, and yet they searched the suitcase. Why is that? Perhaps it was to move the body up from the lower deck to the first floor. However, why could you have the able to do so? Seems like I was right. The only way all of these actions make sense is if the killer had wanted to frame Mr. Stenario for the murder. Mr. Stenario pulls a suitcase on every flight she books without fail. But so the suitcase be switched with the one containing the victim's body. That would put her in a very tight spot. Unfortunately for the killer, the turbulence put an end to that plan. Yeah, it seems like I'm spot on. There wasn't enough time to put the body back into the suitcase. Ergo, they made it do with whoever was at hand, adapted the plan, and it only so happened to be us, and tried to frame me as I lay unconscious on the floor from the turbulence. The killer then went to hide the suitcase in the flight stop and in the in-flight stop, and brought the piggy bank back to the elevator in order to fabricate a false weapon. A lot of work for a fruitless entire war. Wouldn't you agree? Sounds like the killer had a tough time too. Oh. Yeah, it sounds like you didn't have it easy. I mean, why did the killer need to frame someone that badly anyway? That is because of the special circumstances surrounding in this particular case. What special circumstances dictated the need for the killer to frame someone? Hang on, I needed to fill up. Fill up a little more. Let's see. Oh, that was the last offbeat, I see. That was the last of the thing. Anyway, hang on, 1 second, give me a beat. There we go. Anyway. Yeah. It's because of the fact of who the victim was, I believe. The killer was at a loss of what to do with Agent Hicks' body. But as it used to happen, there was a bunch of empty suitcases nearby. Being a skinny man, the killer thought to put his body in the suitcase and hand it off. You mean that the whole plan to frame someone was an elaborate coincidence? No, that's not what I said. You were wrongly deduced my meaning, Mr. Smealy. The one with the wrong Okay, I was wrong then. Okay, so it had nothing to do with him being an Interpol then. If that's the case, then maybe it is where the murder took place. The special circumstance is simply that the murder took place on a plane mid-flight. No matter which country, customs is quite strict in this day and age. So no matter what you do, the chances that the body will be found is very high. Therefore, there was no choice but to frame either Mr. Stennario or myself. In other words, the only one who fits within the boundaries of the criminal's movements is not Mr. Stennario or myself, but you, Mr. Scummy Billy. Only you and you alone could be the killer. Oh. And don't fall asleep now. Oh, never mind. Are you done already? I was about to fall asleep again. Anyway, let's be honest here. You don't have anything on me other than a whole lot of circumstantial evidence. I can see the outline of how the murder occurred, but I have no definitive evidence. And isn't there a piece of evidence that's still unaccounted for? Something that I still can't quite fit into the bag? Let me think. Alright. There is a cell phone that's missing, so maybe that's it. Take that! I don't have any actual evidence. I thought not. But that's because it went missing. And still is. And if my theory is correct, you should have it. Missing? What do you mean by that? In the complex puzzle that is this case, there was one piece I kept getting stuck on, and that is the victim's cell phone. Yeah, which you can see very clearly here. Francisca, you were waiting at the airport for a phone call from Agent Hicks' cell phone. Or at least, that's what you told me. That's right. But Agent Hicks' cell phone could not be found at the crime scene. You mean the killer took the phone with them? Exactly. Precisely. I suspect that if we were to find that phone, it would lead us to the killer. Come on, get serious. If the victim fell to his death from that height, wouldn't his phone break as well? Well, there is a good chance it would. We won't know that until we try a little experiment, will we? Francisca, I'd like to ask for your assistance. You know the victim's phone number, do you know? Of course I do. Let's see then. Yeah, I'm holding it. Okay, takes a phone. It's taken from somewhere, sir. Yeah, I can hold that. I hold it, detective. Now, where is it coming from? Yeah. Let me check it out then. It sounds like the phone is up in the flight attendant's room. We better hold it in the flight attendant's room, sir. Yes, sir. Did you notice anything? Mr. Edgeworth, it sounds like the cell phone's in the flight attendant's room, sir. Indeed. We should move to get the eye at once. We will determine that the yellow crime scene is here. All that's left is to catch the killer. Indeed we have. Mr. Billy, wake up! Sorry, Mr. Edward. I got sleepy all of a sudden. Because it sounds like a lullaby I used to love as a child. I'd better find a cell phone first. A Stain's lullaby then. Mr. Edward, don't worry, Mr. Stenayo. I will get to the bottom of this and find the dude. So please, wait here until I get on. Alright, thank you for all you're doing, Mr. Edward. It sounds like it's coming from the flight attendant's room. I agree. Please don't hang up just yet. Let me find it first. That's fine. But let's get one thing straight. Yes? Don't you dare answer his phone when you find it, understand? I understand that you don't want to pay for the car. I'm very tempted right now. The elevator is inoperable right now. The yanking is coming from the attendant's room. I'll have to use the stairs. Well, up I go then. Must well, 4:12 p.m. Flight K390, first floor. Flight attendant's room. Yeah, it's loaded in here. The yank is coming from somewhere in here, son. Leave no stone unturned, Detective Coombs, sir. We must find it. Yeah, let's see where it is then. It doesn't seem like the phone got mixed in with the items in this lost and found pile. Well, it's not like the victim would have dropped it somewhere, right, sir? Indeed. It doesn't seem to be over here. Then let's look somewhere else, sir. I wonder if it might be inside this suitcase. I don't hear any sounds coming from inside, sir. I don't suppose that the culprit would have been so dumb as to try the same trick twice. The trick is coming from in here, sir. What? No, it can't be. This has gotta be the victim's cell phone. Just whose locker is this, sir? It's Mr. Stenarius. What? Interesting. Anyway. Must wear 4:28 p.m. Flight GT190 Lovete Kakuhol. So Mr. Edward, how did it go? Where did you find the phone? I found it in the flight attendant's room. In Mr. Stenarius' locker. What? What? You didn't know? I don't know anything about the phone. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Mr. Spunkama, is he? Suggesti aies Mr. Juta Tenejo jaita me. Now we don't know yet. Wait, I have a theory. This is related to the incident with the key card. When the killer went to steal the key card, they conveniently stashed the cell phone in Mr. Steneo's locker at the same time. Because why wouldn't they? This is related to the key card, alright? In the same way that we have zero proof that the killer did use that. The voice that sings the tune is evidence. That is the one part we cannot ignore. What should I do? Francisca's right. I can't offer baseless conjectures at this point. Alright then. Why did the culprit take the cell phone from Agent Hicks? It must have something very incriminating on or in it. A good point actually. But no, Miles Edgeworth. It's not over yet. We have yet to figure out why the killer took the phone. What? Yeah, there must be a good reason. Inside this phone lies the final piece of incriminating evidence that will point us to our killer. We need to examine this phone in more detail. So let's do that then. The LCD is broken with the skin. You can't even place a call with this. Well, let's see what else then. This must be the switch that opens the phone. Let's see how. When did they start putting keyboards like this in the cell phones? Well, it's actually very yeah, but I used to have a phone like this in my younger days. Hey, this is one of those computer cell phones that they started selling recently. Computer cell phones? Yeah, it's got a computer in it. And it's a cell phone. Need home, Mr. Edgeworth? All you need in a phone is the phone part. Nothing more. I'm causing you can't even send out the email. Talk about inconvenience. Man. Do you have a problem with what I do and do not care for, detective? Oh, no sir. As they say, simple is best. Anyway. Väl så lite something more than that. Oh, so okay, so that's how this one works. Anyway. It's a camera lens. Come to think of it. I wonder how exactly was Arcade Hicks planning to preserve the crime scene of a smuggling? Francisca, I need you to confirm something. This cell phone, can it take pictures? Mr. Edgeworth, I can't believe you don't know about this kind of basic stuff, sir. This looks like a very smiling bottle to my own. And mine can take photos used to find. Yeah, that was definitely a camera lens after all. Do you think Agent Hicks could be taking some pictures with it? In particular, pictures as evidence for his smuggling case? If so, I'd say there might be some very inconvenient photos in here for overkill smuggler. But the phone's all posted up, sir. Welcome, sir. Even if the phone is broken, as long as the SIM card is still fine, then there's no issue at all. Even a super security can repair a broken phone. I'll find a way, don't you worry about that. Well, you have nothing to worry about. I'll go back this way. Not yet. The LCD screens on the inside and the outside are broken. That's for sure. But that's also reason enough to believe that the killer wasn't able to erase the data. What? Yeah, Francisca understands that very well. And how come Edgeworth doesn't get it? Man, Edgeworth, get on with the fucking times. But then again, canonically, you're older than me. Not by much, but you're older than me. So it does make sense for me to be more up to date than you, since I'm the younger one here of us two. It looks like our killer isn't familiar with electronics. This phone's still young when I got it, meaning that only the LCD screens are broken and nothing else. It's possible that the footage are still there inside, waiting to be assessed. All we need to do is transfer the data to my phone. Francisca, your phone, if you please. Very well. It's transferring. Alright, displaying it now. Okay, it is working. This is Agent Hicks was most certainly trying to obtain some evidence for his smuggling case. Well, right now this isn't really saying much to me, other than the fact that he was indeed at the cargo hall. Hey! The olive yet knowing it is a pixel. Oh yeah, that's still. This has no meaning as a piece of evidence in this murder case, right? Yeah, you right about that. Oh, sis, right. There's not much we can find out from this about the Agent Hicks killer, so. Is this it? Is this the end? Is there really nothing in this photo that we can use? I'm gonna have to think, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna need to do some thinking. Is there something I can actually use here? There might be something that I'm not seeing, that I'm missing. Let's see. Where is this up? Keep there. Virginia, USA. Well, I'm gonna need to investigate her. Books of bad says there's still in the cargo hold though. There's nothing unusual about them in particular, but I can say the feeling. If you use play around, mind if I go home? Yes, I mind. What exactly is different between them and now? But I'm gonna need to look carefully here. I don't seem to have any memories of them. What's all this? What is it? Oh! They are cargoes separate from Bulgaria to St. Far. So the reason they aren't here now is that they were dropped off in St. Far. No wonder I didn't recognize them. Mr. LeBlanc, can you tell me the contents of the boxes? Unfortunately, there is no English writing on them anywhere. One cluster of boxes is written in Bulgarian. It says it is cloth in English. Cloth, huh? Cloth? Could it be? Is this where the killer? What? What for is that scary face? Don't worry, it isn't directed to you, Mr. Billy. Yes? It appears that Agent Hicks was no ordinary investigator. He left us with a piece of evidence after all. Yeah, Only you want to know what's inside without having to open it and the triple sec. A striking piece that will point out who his killer is. Ha! Maybe you thought the costume mistaken reading for us of a simple picture, Mr. Edward. Well, we see how mistaken I am. Okay, I finished my thing. The Pokinian cargo and this piece of evidence will point us straight to the killer. So, here you go. So, take that! And what is that supposed to do? The killer used this piece of cloth to wipe off the blood they had split, but there was one thing that bothered me this whole time. Where did it come from? And now, I have finally found my answer in this very photo. Yeah. It came from nowhere else but the boxes. The cargo that was unloaded in St. Far had the cloth written on it. In Pokinian, that is. And this is where the killer kept a piece from to clean up the blood with. That's right. The killer was someone who could read and understand Pokinian. The only clear member that fits that description is you, Mr. Camille. Ha! That's pretty flimsy. The killer probably saw through all the boxes looking for something to use. I don't believe so. And you frantic. You don't care if the box is in English or Pokinian. Sorry, but I cannot agree with the assessment of the killer's indiscriminate nature. But there was no need for the killer to tear through the boxes at the end of it all. And if the killer supposedly could not comprehend Pokinian, well then, logically, the killer would have opened this box first. Yeah, the better said, the better see, because it would have served the same purpose. So, take that! Hey, it says bad seats in English right on the box, so. Exactly. Precisely. And bed seats would be perfect for cleaning up blood, wouldn't you say? So what are you trying to say? I'm trying to say that if they didn't know Pokinian but know English, they would go for the better seats instead. That if I were the criminal, his box of bed seats would have been what I would have spotted first. However, the killer chose to use some Pokinian clothes. Do you have an explanation for that? The killer didn't want anyone to know that the real scene of the crime was this cargo hold. So they were afraid to leave signs that the box for the seats had been opened. However, the Pokinian clothes, well, that's a host of a different color. Because the killer learned that it was going to be unloaded in the Republic of St. Far. Exactly. That's right. That is why the Pukinian cloth was used. And the only Pukinian year on board to make Sosa calculated decision is you, Kamimili, you, and you alone. It would be very easy for us to confirm if any of the boxes were yes sealed. All we would have to do is contact the Sankfa authorities in time. We might even find all the evidence to incriminate the killer within those boxes. So what do you say, Mr. Billy? Why not confess to your crime high and now? Or what you just wait and see what we find out from our investigation in Sankfa? So what say you? Oh, no! It seems like I caught you there. He was Interpol. I couldn't stop it. I brought him here. He started taking pictures. I couldn't be found out. I was scared. I wasn't open. So, you panicked when you killed him? I You can't see for if it was an accident or not. That saying says nothing. Must well, 5:26 p.m. Flight KT-190, first floor lounge. We finished making all the arrangements to take the suspect in, son. Very good, detective. What about the smuggling youth? Did she say anything about that? They're taking it down to the precinct now. Hopefully, we can get more out of her there. Whenever we even approached the topic, she started forming at the mood. Interesting. It was scary, son. She probably wasn't prepared to commit a murder all of a sudden. One thing is for sure, the ink behind this whole mess means serious business. It looks like there's a lot more to this case than meets the eye. Yeah, so most likely, this won't be the last we hear of them. Mr. Edgeworth, I just wanted to say how much I appreciate everything you did. Thank you very much. It was nothing. In fact, I should be the one thanking you for your cooperation. But really, if it wasn't for you, I might not be here right now. Instead, I can continue to serve our presences as a flight attendant. I hope that. Well, please accept this as a token of my appreciation. Okay, yeah. You're making it hard to get personal. That's... I see. You don't have to take it if you don't want to. You're really making me feel guilty right now. No, I mean, I would never turn down a lady's serious offer. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry to serve you well. Remember, we had at Go You Airlines. I always wanted to serve, Mr. Edgeworth. Thank you. I'll keep that in mind. Now I must bid you farewell. My earlier skies be blue, no matter where you go. Well, that's the end of this case then. I can't believe we wound up investigating the whole day, son. But boy, was it fun. Speak for yourself. My day was filled with earthquakes, elevators, and false saucers. By the way, where's Francisca? Oh yes, she's nowhere to be found. Oh, she's filling out some customs paperwork for her departure. Where she's going? Departure? Yeah, Mrs. von Karma's always really busy, so she's been flying from county to county to chase down some leads regarding her case. Ah, you're talking about the smuggling, I take it. Detective, can you cancel the call I had you yourself earlier? You got it, sir. Must well, 5:47 p.m. Hop Springs Airport. Francisca, I thought I told you when you first landed. I have no time for either chatter. I have no intention of wasting your time. However, it has been a while since we last met. I also have no time for those familiar Yemlis cancers. Who do you think I am? You're Francisca von Karma, a very pure prosecutor, deserving of most respect. Until only a little while ago, I was but a wet mood who was always losing to you. And as a beauty living her life on the name and fame her invincible father Bill. Your father, Manfred von Karma, didn't lose a single case for 40 years as a prosecutor. That is, until he met me. However, I want to say he was invincible. What are you talking about? The group I'm on 38 of is a little more troublesome than most. It's mostly good we found this time is only one sliver of the big picture. I see. Sounds like a dangerous assignment. You really don't have to worry. I can take care of myself. Yes, I suppose you can. Plus, there is another agent on this case with me. Oh, that's so. Oh, another agent. is a star among Interpol agents and has the highest successful ISTA. Who knows, you might have run into him one day. Well, I am kinda involved now. I was simply caught up in this one case. I hardly see why we would cross paths. I suppose, but I thought we would say the same. And why do you think so? I'm not following you. You'll understand soon enough. The fight has only used begun, Miles Edward. I'll be back in this county soon enough. And when I am, this episode, I'll pay you back in full. And just like that, she's gone, huh, so? Thank goodness. I can finally get easy knowing I won't have to watch out for her babe. Detective Gomsu, I want to thank you for all your help and cooperation. Oh, it was nothing, son. I was just happy to be able to work with you again. Ho ho. I think I'm gonna celebrate by adding a little extra salt to my instant noodles tonight. That's not really much of a celebration then. Just how much did you got his salary by, Francisca? Detective, I was wondering if you might give me a ride down to the prosecutor's office. So thanks, son. I'll have a flight down to you in the patrol car if you want. Well, an earthquake is coming up now, so I'll go be right back again and I'll see you in 3 minutes.
赤く染まる景色うっすらと雪に積もるこの街には冷たい音が響く守りたい守れない信じたい何も信じない迷うたびに強く胸の奥の決意今抱きしめ果てしなく続いてゆく想い泣き旅路未来への道見つけた坂そうすると歩いてきた奇跡信じどんな運命が待ち受けてても進むのはどんな運命が待ち受けてても進もう記憶の中で眠る揺らめく赤く染まる景色うっすらと雪積もるこの街には冷たい音が響く守りたい守れない信じたい何をし
Alrighty, I'm back now. So let's keep going. Let's wrap it up. So make me a mind you, detective. Safety first. Thus, I solved the first case upon my arrival home. Franziska Funkama. The smuggling youth she was after. The leaders of that gang had already put the young pecan into play. In the place on the other side of this wall, they would begin to make themselves known to for the next incident. Edward speaking. Oh, finally! I can't who knows how many times already, but I gotta get the truth. And you are... Oh, have you forgotten my voice, Miles, my boy? Mr. Amanu? Honest Amanu, correct? Is that someone? The name rings a bell, but I don't remember. Oh, so you do remember me? I know it's at the southern, but I can't ask this of anyone else. There's been an incident, Miles. My son, he's been kidnapped. So we already know what the next case is gonna be about. So the next case is gonna be a kidnapping case then, it seems like. Anyway, yeah, I know it's only and all, but you never know how long the next one might take, so... Yeah, I believe that's gonna be enough for the day. So just give me a bit. And I'll switch scenes to her. No. Let me just close the game quickly. There we go. And hang on, I'm just gonna do this. There we go. And let's see when the next team is gonna be now. So the next team is gonna be tomorrow with some casual Saturday. Maybe we'll see what happens tomorrow. There is a chance I might cancel it tomorrow. But if I don't, then it's gonna be casual Saturday. Anyway, so if you wanna follow me at socials, Hayuko, and do feel free to join my Discord. And if you aren't subscribed, you can use this rate message. Otherwise, you can use this one. And just give me a bit and we shall see who I shall go for. So I see you all next time. Good night, Uyatsumi.